Dear colleagues, this is a routine case. It's a soft cataract. Placing some trypan blue, washing it out, and viscoelastic inside the anterior chamber, and starting the capsulorhexis with grease rubber forceps, aiming for 5.5 millimeter capsulorhexis. The patient needs to be a little bit more cooperative, but that's alright, we can manage these cases also. This is a nice 5 millimeter capsulorhexis. And then hydrodissection, hydrodelineation, and I'm trying to rotate the nucleus since I'm planning to use, in this case, a pre-chopper. You'll see how sharp that is, and in between the pre-chopper and chopper, using those two instruments, you can divide the nucleus into 4 quadrants. So pushing, using the chopper, so you can get inside the bag with the pre-chopper, and then split the nucleus into 2 sections. Placing some more viscoelastic inside the anterior chamber, rotating a little bit the nucleus. We gotta pay attention to this pre-chopper. It's very, very sharp, so you cannot push it way too deep inside the nucleus. You have to see the part that's all the way up. Otherwise, if you entrench that into the nucleus, you can impale the posterior capsule, and you have a posterior rent right off the bat. Rotating the nucleus, engaging the heavy nucleus with the chopper, and divide the last heminucleus into 2. Watch how sharp that is, the pre-chopper. And then with the nucleus divided into 4 quadrants, it's very easy to aspirate parts and emulsify them. 1 quadrant it's already out. Taking out some cortex from the top of the nucleus, rotating the heminucleus, the entire nucleus inside the bag, and in no time half of the nucleus is emulsified. Rotating this last quadrant, the last heminucleus, and we have to rotate it a little bit more, placing the entire nucleus in front of the phaco needle, and then it's very easy to divide and chop into smaller section, and aspirate that cortical material also. It's grade 2 plus probably. The nucleus will not leave that piece flying around the anterior chamber. And the last quadrant, we have to slow down, or you can, if you prefer, bring your parameters down. Either way, it's alright. Pushing the chopper underneath the phaco needle level, and in front of it will protect your posterior capsule. And now moving the phaco emulsification machine into the irrigation aspiration mode, we are able to clean up a little bit more the bag, aspirating the cortex, and do even some little posterior capsule polish. A small piece of nucleus that's been hiding it under the chopper. And continuing aspirating the cortex with the phaco probe. It's again the phaco machine, it's in irrigation aspiration mode, so you have no phaco paro in this mode. It's just irrigation aspiration, and you modulate the aspiration from the foot pedal. Most of the cortex is cleaned up, and doing some polishing of the posterior capsule. In the middle it's a very thick fibrosity of a posterior capsule, which you're not gonna get bothered. We're gonna leave it for the YAG laser. It's good that it's not central, so will not impair the vision too much. And the last cortical remnants will get aspirated with aspiration needle with the irrigation under the AC maintainer. Try to use the chopper a little bit to help into that cortical aspiration, and the last part it's been done by the irrigation through the AC maintainer, and removal of the last part of the cortex is done by the aspiration needle. Injecting the hydrophilic IOL inside the bag under irrigation. And that's the end of the case. Thank you for your attention.